Right now, as you're listening to my voice, your kidneys are filtering your blood. They've been doing it all day, all night, every second of your life, without you ever asking them to. Two small organs, each no bigger than your fist, processing roughly 50 gallons of blood every single day, removing waste, balancing fluids, regulating blood pressure, keeping you alive. And right now, 37 million Americans are living with chronic kidney disease. That's 1 in every 7 adults. And here's the number that should terrify you: 90% of them don't even know it. They have no symptoms, no pain, no warning signs, until one day, a blood test comes back, and a doctor looks at them and says, "Your creatinine is high, your kidneys are failing." Creatinine, it's a word most people hear for the first time in a doctor's office, usually when the news is already bad. It's a waste product that your muscles produce every day, and healthy kidneys filter it out effortlessly. But when your kidneys start to decline, creatinine builds up in your blood, and that single number on your lab report becomes the most important number in your life. But what if I told you that there is one category of food, one simple dietary change, that has been scientifically proven across multiple peer-reviewed studies to directly impact your creatinine levels, your kidney filtration rate, and your risk of progressing to kidney failure? And what if I told you that this food is probably sitting on your plate right now? I'm Dr. Steven, the Green Physician, and today I'm going to show you exactly what the science says. I'll cite the exact studies, the exact institutions, the exact numbers, and then I'll give you nature's protocol for protecting your kidneys starting today, because nature already has the answer. Before we go further, if you're over 50 and you care about your kidney health, I need you to subscribe to this channel right now and turn on the bell, because every week I bring you the science that could change your life. Now, let's begin. The number one food you need to stop eating, or dramatically reduce, if you want to lower your creatinine and protect your kidneys, is red meat. I know. I know what you're thinking. You've heard it before. Someone told you to eat less meat. But this time, I'm not giving you an opinion. I'm giving you data. Hard, peer-reviewed, published in the most respected nephrology journals in the world. In 2016, a landmark study was published in the Journal of the American Society of Nephrology, one of the highest-ranked kidney research journals on the planet. Researchers from the Singapore Chinese Health Study followed 63,257 adults for an average of 15.5 years. That's not a small study. That's not a survey. That is one of the largest and longest prospective studies ever conducted on diet and kidney disease. And what they found was devastating for red meat. People who consumed the highest amounts of red meat, the top 25%, had a 40% increased risk of developing end-stage renal disease compared to those who consumed the least. A 40% increase just from eating red meat? But here's the part that changes everything. When the researchers ran a substitution analysis, they found that replacing just one serving of red meat per day with chicken, fish, eggs, or plant protein significantly reduced the risk of kidney failure. One serving, one simple swap, and the trajectory of your kidney health could change entirely. And that study was not alone. A study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition by DeMello and colleagues found that when type 2 diabetes patients with kidney damage simply withdrew red meat from their diet, their albumin levels in urine decreased. That means less protein leaking through damaged kidneys, which is one of the most critical markers of kidney deterioration. But why? What is it about red meat specifically that damages your kidneys more than other protein sources? Let me take you inside your body for a moment. When you eat a steak, a burger, a serving of processed beef, your digestive system breaks that protein down into amino acids. But the process doesn't stop there. The metabolism of animal protein, especially red meat, produces acid. Your body becomes more acidic, and your kidneys are the organs responsible for neutralizing and excreting that acid. A study published in the Journal of the American Society of Nephrology by Banerjee and colleagues in 2015 found that a high dietary acid load was a direct predictor of end-stage kidney disease in adults with chronic kidney disease. The more acid your diet produces, the harder your kidneys have to work, the faster they deteriorate. And here's the critical difference. Plant protein, when metabolized, produces base, not acid. It actually helps neutralize the acid in your body instead of adding to it. The National Kidney Foundation states this clearly on their website. Quote, "Plant-based protein like beans and nuts are easier on the kidneys than animal proteins like meat and dairy products. This is because plant proteins produce less acid in the body than meat proteins. More acid in the body can damage the kidneys." End quote. This is not Dr. Stevens' opinion. This is the National Kidney Foundation, the organization that sets the standard for kidney care worldwide. But there's another mechanism at work, and this one is even more immediate. A clinical study published in PubMed by Preece and colleagues demonstrated something extraordinary. They gave patients a single standardized cooked meat meal, just one meal, and measured their blood afterward. Serum creatinine increased significantly, and estimated glomerular filtration rate, your eGFR, the gold standard measure of kidney function, dropped measurably in every stage of chronic kidney disease studied. One meal, one serving of cooked meat, and your kidney function numbers got worse within hours. The researchers at Renal and Urology News confirmed this finding, stating that eating even normal portions of cooked meat increases serum creatinine enough to potentially cause CKD misclassification, meaning a person could walk into a doctor's office after eating a steak the night before, and their blood test could show kidney damage that looks worse than it actually is, simply because of what they ate. Now imagine you're eating red meat every day, twice a day, for years, decades. The cumulative acid load, the chronic creatinine elevation, the relentless workload on your kidneys, it's not a sudden explosion, it's a slow, silent suffocation of your kidney function. Now let me tell you something that most kidney videos on YouTube won't tell you, because it's not dramatic enough. It's not a superfood. It's not a miracle tea. It's the honest truth. No single food can reverse kidney disease. The American Kidney Fund published an article titled "Avoid the Superfood Trap," and in it, Dr. Blake, also known as the Cooking Doc, states clearly, quote, "Because of the complicated way in which kidneys lose their ability to function, it is just not realistic to expect individual foods such as cabbage, cauliflower, or supplements like nettle tea to reverse the scarring caused by 20 to 30 years of conditions like diabetes and vascular disease." End quote. I'm telling you this because I respect you too much to lie to you. There is no magic bullet, but there is a scientifically proven dietary strategy that can slow the progression of kidney disease, lower your creatinine over time, and potentially keep you off dialysis for years longer than you expected. And the foundation of that strategy is reducing red meat and replacing it with plant-based protein. The KDIGO 2024 Clinical Practice Guideline, the most authoritative kidney disease guideline in the world, published by Kidney Disease Improving Global Outcomes, makes this recommendation clear. For adults with CKD stages 3 through 5, maintain a protein intake of 0.8 grams per kilogram of body weight per day. And for CKD stages 1 and 2, avoid high protein intake above 1.3 grams per kilogram per day. What does that mean in real life? For a person weighing 70 kilograms, about 154 pounds, that's roughly 56 grams of protein per day for moderate to advanced kidney disease. A single 8-ounce steak contains about 62 grams of protein, one steak, and you've already exceeded your entire daily allowance. But when you switch to plant protein, lentils, chickpeas, black beans, tofu, the picture changes completely. A cup of cooked lentils contains about 18 grams of protein, with almost no acid load, minimal phosphorus, and a significant amount of fiber. And fibers, that's the hidden hero of kidney health that nobody talks about. A clinical study published in the Journal of Renal Nutrition by Krishnamurthy and colleagues found that increasing dietary fiber intake in CKD patients through foods with added fiber reduced serum creatinine levels and improved eGFR. A separate systematic review confirmed that fiber intake of approximately 27 grams per day reduces serum urea and creatinine in chronic kidney disease patients. Fiber works by feeding the beneficial bacteria in your gut. These bacteria break down uremic toxins, the poisons that accumulate when your kidneys can't filter properly. Instead of those toxins circulating back into your blood and burdening your kidneys further, fiber helps your gut eliminate them through your stool. It's your body's second filtration system, and most people over 60 are getting less than half the fiber they need. When you replace red meat with plant protein, you're not just reducing acid and creatinine, you're simultaneously increasing fiber, reducing uremic toxins, and giving your kidneys room to breathe. But the damage doesn't come from red meat alone. Let me show you the amplifier that makes everything worse. Sodium? A study published in the journal Hypertension Research in Nature found that long-term high salt intake promotes a decline in renal function in hypertensive patients. And a 2024 study published in PMC demonstrated that when the urine sodium to creatinine ratio increases by 100 millimoles per liter, CKD progression accelerates significantly. Most processed red meat, deli meats, hot dogs, bacon, sausages, is loaded with sodium. You're not just getting the acid from the protein, you're getting the sodium bomb that raises your blood pressure, increases fluid retention, and forces your already struggling kidneys to work even harder. The National Kidney Foundation recommends limiting sodium intake for every stage of chronic kidney disease because healthy kidneys control sodium balance and damaged kidneys simply cannot keep up. Now, let me tell you about someone I'll call David. David is 64 years old. He came to me with a creatinine of 2.3. His eGFR was 29, which placed him in stage 4 CKD. His nephrologist had told him that at the current rate of decline, he would need dialysis within 18 to 24 months. David was eating red meat at least twice a day, steak for dinner, deli sandwich for lunch, processed sausage with eggs for breakfast. His daily protein intake was well over 100 grams, almost entirely from animal sources. His sodium intake was roughly 4,000 milligrams per day, nearly double the recommended limit. I didn't tell David to stop eating protein. That would be dangerous. Your body needs protein to maintain muscle mass, to repair tissue, to fight infection. What I told David was to stop getting his protein from red meat and start getting it from plants. We replaced his breakfast sausage with scrambled eggs and spinach. We replaced his lunch deli sandwich with a lentil soup with turmeric and ginger. We replaced his dinner steak with baked salmon 3 nights a week and black bean and vegetable bowls the other 4 nights. We increased his fiber to 30 grams per day through whole grains, vegetables, and legumes. We reduced his sodium to under 2,000 milligrams within 90 days. David's creatinine dropped from 2.3 to 1.9. His eGFR improved from 29 to 34. His nephrologist pushed the dialysis conversation back by at least 2 years. David didn't take a miracle supplement. He didn't drink a detox tea. He changed one thing, the source of his protein, and his kidneys responded. Now let me give you the green protocol, your kidney protection action plan. Step 1. Reduce red meat to no more than 1 serving per week, and eventually eliminate it entirely if possible. Replace it with fish, chicken in moderation, eggs, or ideally, plant protein like lentils, chickpeas, black beans, and tofu. Step 2. Increase your daily fiber intake to at least 25 to 30 grams. Eat more vegetables, legumes, whole grains, oats, sweet potatoes, and leafy greens. Fiber reduces creatinine, feeds your beneficial gut bacteria, and helps eliminate uremic toxins. Step 3. Cut your sodium below 2,000 milligrams per day. Stop adding salt at the table. Avoid processed foods, canned soups, deli meats, fast food. Use herbs and spices instead. Garlic, turmeric, ginger, rosemary. These add flavor without damaging your kidneys. Step 4. Drink adequate water, not excessive water, and not too little. Your kidneys need hydration to flush waste, but overhydration in advanced CKD can be dangerous. Aim for 6 to 8 glasses daily unless your doctor has restricted your fluid intake. Step 5. Ask your doctor to check your bicarbonate levels. A landmark study published in the Journal of the American Society of Nephrology by DeBrito Ashurst and colleagues showed that patients who supplemented with sodium bicarbonate experienced a kidney function decline of only 1.88 milliliters per minute per year, compared to 5.93 in the control group. That's a threefold difference in the rate of kidney deterioration from a simple kitchen ingredient. But do not take baking soda without medical supervision, because it contains sodium that could raise your blood pressure. Step 6. Get your creatinine and eGFR tested every 3 to 6 months if you are over 60. Early detection is the difference between managing kidney disease and being blindsided by it. Remember, 90% of people with CKD don't know they have it. Let me leave you with one more thought. Your kidneys have been working for you every second of your life. They never asked for anything in return. They never complained. They just filtered, balanced, protected, and kept you alive. But they are not invincible, and every meal is either a gift to your kidneys or a burden. Red meat is a burden. The science is clear. The Journal of the American Society of Nephrology, the National Kidney Foundation, KDIGO, the American Kidney Fund, the CDC, they all point in the same direction: reduce the red meat, increase the plants, protect the organs that protect you. If this video gave you even one piece of information you didn't have before, I need you to do something right now. Share it. Send it to your mother, your father, your spouse, your friend who just got told their creatinine is high, because this information doesn't help anyone if it stays hidden. Subscribe to this channel, hit the bell, and drop your age in the comments. Let me see how strong this community is becoming. Because together, we are building something that the medical system rarely provides: accessible, honest, science-backed health education for people who deserve better. I'm Dr. Stephen, the Green Physician. Nature already has the answer. I'll see you in the next video.